Is this thing on? I don't know.
I'm already caught up.
You look very peculiar. Where are we going to go on our adventure to?
Okay, so I'm not sure if this is working at all, but poor old Miranda has come over and was like, yeah, we should, hang out, just have a coffee or something.
You're like, I've got this better idea.
And instead, I've wired her up and I've wired myself out into this tangle of wires to record a second episode of Late Nights on Generation Fan with James and Miranda.
I'm gonna get a jingle.
So we're in the car she's driving. Hopefully she won't crash.
I haven't crashed
Won't be
yet.
distracted by being wired up for sound. And yeah, we're going to go on an adventure and we'll record it as it happens. So Miranda, what have you been up to today?
I went to bed at like 5 o'clock and I slept till like 12. And then I went to the beach and came to work. And now I'm here.
How was the beach?
The beach was pretty good actually.
It's a very sort of luxurious life.
Yeah, I don't do anything. I don't go to uni at the moment, which is awesome.
You're on holidays? Mm-hmm. Are you enjoying that?
Yeah, it's good. I haven't really planned.
Are you taking
my
up
time
extra
well.
work or?
Yeah, I'm working pretty much every day next week. Oh, except for Christmas and Boxing Day because we're not open, but...
Take two. Is your microphone still on? Yes,
I think so. The little red light's on, which is a good sign. Oh, I just full on made it like because I grabbed it. Oh. Okay.
Can you see anything, Miranda?
I can.
Okay, so this is.
But it's all like silhouettes of
the
things.
second episode of.
Is that a fence or is it just black here? Okay, it's just black here.
Well, I can see the lake, so.
Cool. So we're not going to fall in the lake.
Okay, so in case this is take two, we've just been speaking as we're driving around. This is Late Nights and Jewish Fam, episode 2.
I'm so gonna die. I'm scared.
Oh, well, maybe we get excited. They'll have some evidence if it's recording.
Yeah, at least someone will find the thing and know what's happened to us. Hopefully.
Yeah, so this is Late Nights and Jewish Fam, episode 2 with Miranda and James, and we think we weren't recording when we were, so this may be doubling up on it. So Miranda, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
What are all these marks on the ground?
I don't know.
Just for some context, we're walking through like pretty close to darkness.
It could be like a sign from aliens.
In Kings Park. I think this is the Pioneer Women's Memorial.
There's lots of white. I think so.
Is this like a dry lake or is it different grass? Don't fall in, mate.
I hate that statue because it looks like there's someone standing on the edge. And it's creepy.
We're not sure if people are looking at us or are there statues in the garden. But do you ever go to Kings Park to hang out at night?
Not at night actually, but I have a funny story about my friends that decided they're pretty like good guys. They never really do anything extraordinary, and one day they decided to take acid. I don't know why, and then they got lost in Kings Park.
It's getting colder as we get dwarf.
Yeah, they got lost in Kings Park on acid for like the whole night, and they didn't know what they were doing. They were just walking like randomly through the park. And I was just like, ooh, that sounds very scary, but now I'm doing it. Yes. And I'm not even on anything.
Are you scared?
Slightly. If I grab onto you, then I'm yeah.
I'm probably grabbing you first.
I'm such a wimp. It's gonna be
we're on a
spiders
bridge.
and shit.
We're on a bridge.
We're on a bridge.
Oh, they must turn off the water at night. You'd think there'd be. This is like a stream. I don't think there are lights in this section.
see kangaroos.
Someone's going to jump out of this, man.
Oh, don't say that, because I'll get scared. Don't. I'll actually grab you and you'll be like, ah! I don't really have nails at the moment.
Yeah, so I was going to take you because...
Yeah, where are you taking me? I don't know where we're going.
Yeah, through here. What's this? This is a rope?
It probably says do not enter, but yeah, you know, we can go this way.
Oh, yeah, let's go in here. I think this is my destination.
The destination.
Okay, we're going under a rope that says do not enter. Are you right?
Yep, I just made sound effects so everyone knows what I'm doing.
Okay, cool.
It's cool.
Okay, so me and my friends, when we were 19, it was a week before my 20th birthday, and I was having, midlife crisis. Oh, it's the end of my teens, end of my youth.
Aww.
So we went and bought an inflatable boat. We took it. We decided to take it around to all the little islands in the parks around Perth. And so we came down to Kings Perth, and here we're at Kings Park, and here we are. We're looking in front of it. One of the little pools in the Kings Park Memorial Place thing. And there's an island in the middle, and we sailed
to the island?
To the island.
The whole 5 meters?
Yeah,
Nah,
it's probably even less than 5 minutes. And we went and we put a flag on the middle of the island and a plaque, and we wrote. We got some old tiles. Well, I probably bet they got removed because surely, people would have seen the flag and the gardeners would have gone and looked at it. It was a pirate flag as well. We made our own pirate logo design.
Oh, wicked. We should sail there right now. We need a tire or something. We should sail there right now and just check.
We'll do it. I'll take you when you...
I think that's...
How old are you, Miranda?
I'm only 19.
Oh, well, you're about to turn 20.
Oh my god.
We will do it for your... Let me know the week before you turn 20 and we'll do a
I actually think that sprinklers turn on over there, just so you know, just in case we have to run.
Okay. Oh, we can go now. I've showed you.
Oh, awesome.
So does that make sense? It might make sense. I'm not sure I'm describing it correctly for...
We can see stars in the water.
Well, we can see stars in the water.
Yeah, there's not very many stars, but if you look closely... This is something there.
Oh yeah. Well, it's very romantic.
Yeah.
Do you look at the stars much?
I like looking at the stars, but there's not very many in Perth. But the other day I was at the beach having a barbecue and the power went out, and it went out in the surrounding 5 suburbs or something, and you could actually see stars.
Oh, cool.
Except that we couldn't see anything walking from the sand to our cars, and we left all our stuff on the beach because we couldn't see where it was.
I'm amazed at how many stars we saw. Shooting stars we saw Miranda at the last episode.
Yeah, that was good.
Anyway, so yeah, going back to my story, my lame story that I'm really describing correctly. We went to all these islands around the park, so we did one at Kings Park, put a flag up there. We did the one next to ECU in Mount Lawley. And we did one in Netherlands, which was the best one because it was much more of a substantial island. We went on and you could walk on it.
Which park in Netherlands?
Or maybe it's Shenton Park, just like...
Oh, Shenton Park, yeah, Shenton Park Lake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the one in there.
That's one of my parks that we used to get drunk at when I was at school.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, well, we went on there and we made, we took megarang in a thermos and we ate it on the island and sat there.
It's pretty exciting.
And that was really quite nice. And we went out at midnight, so we didn't want to get caught by people. And I think we eventually got home at 6 a.m. after striking 3 islands, maybe 4. 3 islands we struck.
Awesome. I want to go camping. Be awesome.
Camping?
Yeah.
In Kings Park?
Maybe not in Kings Park, maybe somewhere else.
What if people ever try and do it?
Oh, that statue freaks me out. Ah!
We're running.
Alright, run that way, the car's that way, we're running away from the car.
I think it's just a bird.
It was a bird. Oh my god. Oh my god. You freaked out more than me, but once you started freaking out, I freaked out even more.
I came in, this Warm World place, they have lots of concerts. Last one I came to was Roberta Flack.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty cool. I had to stay.
Yeah, they do outdoor cinema thing here, don't they? Or theatre.
Oh, that's
thing.
down near the children's playground thing.
Oh my god, that freaked me out. Okay. That statue.
Well, we're on open ground now, so hopefully we have got some advance warning if someone tries to run at us. With their knife.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't really know how my friends survived in this park. And for a whole night.
What, do they stick together? As long as you stick together.
It was just 2 of them, and then halfway through the night, my friend Henry was like to the other guy, oh shit, I gotta get out of here, like freaked out and like ran like towards the lights and somehow made it home like by the morning and like the other guy was just here walking around.
Oh, he was alone?
He was alone.
Oh, that would be the scariest thing
He was
ever.
alone. I know, I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? That would have just...
Nah, some of the scariest times I've had was
shit out of me.
like on year 9 camp we had a this sort of like competition. We all split up into teams. It was like a teamwork competition. We had to sort of like a mock prisoners of war escape thing. So we all started off in jail. We had to escape and get to certain points, and the team that made the most made it to the most locations at the end of the night won. But you weren't allowed to use torches, and you wouldn't want to either because you'll lose your night sight. So you have to walk around
Do you want to walk
the
to that
forest.
tower? Sorry.
God, I'm so unfit. I was like, you didn't go. And I'm in this hot jacket.
Do you want to walk to the tower or should we drive back over?
I don't know.
Well, we can walk. It's only down the road,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? Exercise. Fuck it. Yeah, you're 9 camp, sorry. Totally cut you off.
Yeah, so it was like a prisoner of war thing, and it was sort of this. It was in Harvey, so it was in the hills, and the whole game spanned over this entire valley. So you're walking around in a complete darkness over this whole valley, and each location there was a teacher. You had to try and get to each location and sneak in without the teacher noticing you and shooting you, you know, in theory.
Yeah.
But I mean, the teacher had to spotlight you with their torch, recognise you, say their name for you to be shot, so to speak. And
At night time, this was.
yeah.
Yeah.
And a few times I got lost and I ended up on, you know, I think in a completely entirely different valley, and I walked into a cow because there was all these cow paddocks. And I was like, I keep on moving. I'm like turning around, going, this is all dark.
Oh,
and I ran to a cow, and the cow's like, oh my god! And I just ran down this valley hill, and I'm trying to fall and like smack my head in like a log or something.
that would have been terrifying.
That's probably the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. The second scariest, once my friend hung outside my house up in my pergola, and I was walking to the shed as I showed Miranda before. He jumped down in front of me, and I completely did not expect that. And because it was like a real life person jumping down, it was dark. I was like, my life is over, I'm about to be murdered. Boom, outside my house. But it was just my friend being a total jerk. It's like, hi, come over, say hello.
My aunt and uncle have a farm in Harvey, and we used to go there when I was a kid. I think I told you last late night session.
Yeah.
And yeah, one time we were just like walking along in their farm, and all these cows just started like running towards us. I think something scared them, but they all just like started running towards us. It was one of the scariest things ever, just all these cows like, it looked like they were chasing us, but they probably weren't.
Side, right tree.
At tree.
No, they've seen us. No, they've seen us.
They won't see us when they leave.
I think we're like crazy people.
Like, what the fuck?
Why are they hiding from us? Are they trying to kill us?
Stalking.
Okay, we can go.
We should like run after their car. They'd be like, what? Zombies.
Man, it's a terrifying when I'm like driving the country at night by myself. I'm like terrified of just like some zombie like walking out in front of me, and I'm like, I have to swerve to not hit it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, maybe this other car. Oh, maybe it's still there.
I don't know.
I can see a
You can
car.
always sit like near the bottom. Let's go now. Yeah, one time I was driving down south, I think, and it was night time, like by the time I got there. And like I was driving, this kangaroo like came out in front of me, and it scared the crap out of me.
Maybe we should just hang out down here.
You can just sit on the grass and wait. They'll be like, what the fuck? These two people without a car just like walking around. I think they're at the top. Dun, 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 dun.
So you much of a country girl? Do you ever spend much time in the country?
Yeah, when I was a kid I did. My cousins and I used to ride motorbikes and chase cows and I don't know.
Have you ever done cow tipping?
No, I haven't done cow tipping.
I always thought it was a myth, but I've heard other people.
Actually, I've done it. Last this car comes in. Oh no, no, no.
Ah, see, I've got other people going. I wonder what's going on. Okay.
Have you done cow tipping?
No. I I figured that's what the kind of effect when I scared that cow in the paddock, that's kind of what it'd be like, running up to cows and just sneaking up to them.
All those people are probably having like a romantic moment at the top.
We're like spoiling it.
We're like these scary stock things.
Oh man, we almost beat them.
Oh damn. They're coming down. I don't want to...
yeah.
I think they are coming down straight hard. Or would that be just freaky?
Okay, let's just hang out down in the bushes and be like real weirdos.
I think that's kind of actually safer because then they might be scared.
Is that like something human there? Is that a big block?
It's a box, I think. Probably a power box or something.
Let's hang out by the power box.
Touch it and you get electrocuted. We could like walk into a giant spider's web or something.
Yeah. I love that.
Noise. We should probably not hide in the bushes. They're going to be fucking freaked out if we just come out of the bushes.
We just want to sit by the road. It's like we're just admiring the city view. Yeah, so in case we didn't record us talking earlier, for context, this particular episode, right, I've wired us both in wireless microphones, so we're just walking around and recording it through my iPhone. What's it like to be wired up? Miranda's exciting.
It's pretty exciting. It's just interesting. Nobody's ever wired me up and taken me on an adventure before.
Is that a good thing? Should I keep that in mind when I'm wooing women in the future, Miranda?
I don't know.
You're like, you're damn lucky.
Depends.
I know you are.
Depends what.
No, I just
don't go up to a woman in a bar and be like, hey, can I wire you up? They'll be like, what the fuck? They'll think you're some kind of freak.
I'll keep that in mind.
What is this rock?
Okay, we're sitting
We're approaching a rock, which is strange. It has like a pluck.
Yes, we're wired up and we were driving around and I think it stopped recording, so we've lost a bit of info on the scene. So Miranda, did you listen back to that first episode?
I did.
What did you think? What was your feedback?
I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. I thought...
Do you think people will be interested in us just talking inanely on the beach?
Probably not. I don't know, we should do something exciting.
This is not exciting.
This is exciting.
In Kings
This is
Park.
exciting, but it's exciting for us.
People, yeah.
They're probably like, yeah, cool. That's
we need to get
really
a camera. We need to get a camera with like the night vision, so it's kind of like the Blair Witch effect.
That's what I was going
to put along with it, so it's like I was just like going, ah! So I moved to the bushes. They were like, those guys, the biggest pussy. Hurry up, people!
On the stupid thing.
Yes, we're waiting near the bottom of the DNA tower. We want to climb up to the top and see Perth from the top of there.
And these people are there and they're probably going to see us and think we're freaks, just waiting for them.
So you said you went out for drinks tonight,
We just went to Fibbers in Leadable, which was sort of good.
So they have 5
and
pints.
I saw that guy that was naked on his floor yesterday.
Oh, right, yes, that's right. Tell us about that.
Well, I went to a friend's house last night and I hadn't seen him in like 5 years. He was someone I went to school with and we were talking on Facebook and he's like, come over, I'm really drunk and it'll be fun. And then he ended up passing out naked and I was like poking him, trying to make him wake up and go to bed, but he like kept waking up briefly and being like, oh, yeah, I'm awake, and then like passing out again. And so...
Is it okay to ask why he was naked in the first place?
Yeah, I don't know, he was just drunk and ridiculous.
So I should skip over that bit?
You can skip over that bit.
Okay.
Anyway, and so that was kind of random and I didn't, like, it was fine, like he was all confident when I was seeing him yesterday, but when I saw him today he was all like, hi. Like he really didn't want to see me, like I was the last person in the world that he wanted to see because he was obviously like embarrassed or something, well clearly because...
And were you sober?
I was relatively sober, which probably didn't help him or his cousin that we're both drunk together, but yeah. Yeah, so has anything exciting happened to you in the last 24 hours?
No, not really. I watched last night after I got home from the karaoke. Did we talk about the karaoke? We may
not
have,
really. We didn't that last thing, but
and may not have recorded.
May not have recorded. Yep.
Well, I think we were talking. Last episode, we're talking about how we're organising a night out with some work people on Wednesday, which was last night. So, what did you think of last night?
Last night was, like I said, I was kind of disappointed that nobody ended up coming, but you guys were the best 3 people that could have come, so I was really happy. Like, I love Eliza to bits and Alex and you, obviously, and you made us all do karaoke. We wouldn't have done karaoke without you. So
what did you sing, Miranda?
I sung Holding Out for a Hero with Eliza, but I didn't really sing very much. It was more her. But it was good, and I definitely do it again. But
and solo next time.
Yeah, I'll do it solo next time, so that I don't.
I'm excited about this.
We should so go.
I want to stay with friends with you just so we can see.
We should go next week, except that I have to work at 6:30 on Thursday morning next week. But we should still go till 10.
Yeah, I want to see when my rosters are. I just want to see what roster for next week.
I should have checked yours. I know I'm working 11 till 5 every day.
Yeah, I'll be working nights. I know I'm doing a 10-hour shift on Christmas Eve at the fish market, I think.
What time do you know?
Either 10 till 8, but I'm trying to get swapped for a 6 till 4 so that I can go to Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, luckily I'm doing 6:30 till 4 that day. So
In the cafe?
In the cafe.
Oh, sweet.
So I'll see you if you do 6 till 4.
Or if we have lunch at the same time. Apparently we get free lunch. Someone said.
I think that's only fish market guys, actually.
Okay.
It sucks. Because I remember last year being on break and then all the fish market guys got a barbecue.
Do they keep the cafe open during the 20? Just for context for those people listening, Kalis, where we work, has the 2 days leading up before Christmas. They do a 36-hour marathon and stay open so everyone can get their fish ready for Christmas and try and avoid the queues because we have so many people come in.
And they should so pay you for saying this on your radio show. Demand money.
Plug. I'm not really plugging it because, but does the cafe stay open as well? Mm-hmm. Have you ever worked nights?
Last year I came in at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and there was nobody in there, and they were all standing around folding napkins, which was awesome. I
remember Paddy told me he cleaned the ceiling with a broom. That was how exciting it was.
But at 1:30, there was so many people apparently in the fish market. Heaps of people came down because they thought they were going to avoid everyone else, and obviously not. And then all the old people came down at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30. So it was dead from 2 till 4, 5, and then it got busy, which I find pretty funny.
Yeah, I came home from Amplify one night, came in at 4 a.m. and bought a whole Tasmanian salmon, and it was over a metre long, and my friend waved down a taxi, and I'm like, I just live up the road. He's like, no, get in. So I got in the back of the taxi, this fish that went over the back seat, the person's seat. I'm drunk with this fish, and I only had to go up the road, but the taxi driver's like, I'm just I'm just up the road, don't worry. So I got this fish, and then I got home and I was drunk, and I couldn't fit the fish in the freezer. I'm trying to wake my whole family up. They come to see this noise in the house, going, "What is this?" And I'm me trying to squeeze this huge fish in the freezer. It's not going to fit. So I'll chop it in half. So I'm rummaging through the cupboards looking for knives to try and cut this fish in half.
Oh God, what's your worst drunk story? Just
probably the waking up naked in strange places stories.
Oh yeah.
They're usually the worst.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a fallout with some of my mates because I vomited on one of my best mates' girlfriends.
Oh.
And I think the main problem is it was kind of intentional, and I thought it would be a funny joke at the time. I was just trying to have a tack yak, and she was concerned, came over to me, and I'm no, I'm okay. So he says, at least that's how I remember it. But everyone has a different stories, and I'm like, well, I'm sticking to mine.
Yeah.
It was a friendly token of affection, you know.
My friend's sister was staying at her boyfriend's house and thought that the cupboard door was the toilet door. Opened the cupboard, yacked in the cupboard, shut the cupboard, woke up the next day, there was yak in the cupboard, and was like...
Did they notice?
Oh.
Not notice for a while, and they open it and go, what the hell
I think they noticed the next day when he was getting dressed, and he was like, why is there yak in my cupboard?
Yeah, I have a situation at the beach house as we were talking about last time. It was a party, and someone yacked over the floor, and we had to solve this problem. No one would admit to it, and we had to solve the problem. Eventually, like, we went to the beach, and this guy pulled off his like jacket, and we saw this little bit of vomit behind his ear, and we were like, oh, it must have been you. It must have been you. That's how we solved the problem, and it was quite hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Do you have are you a fan of tack yaks? Right? Tactical yakking?
Haven't done one actually. But no, I haven't yacked that much. Oh, the worst drunk story I ever had, or that I have, is one New Year's Eve I had like a really, really big story. It was in the blue house that I told you about last time. Yeah, we went like to this New Year's party, and I made a vodka melon, and it had like 2 bottles of vodka in it, and I like cut it open because it had like a hole in it where we put the bottles in, and yeah, I cut it open, and I was sitting like on the floor holding this melon like with my arms around it with all these straws, and I was like, no one's having any of my melon. And I ended up like, someone hid the rest of the vodka because I had like another bottle just in case, like, I don't know, I was going to share it in the beginning, and like and I had like another bottle of vodka somewhere, and someone hid it from me, and I got really pissed off, and like, I don't know, I was like, no one's getting any of my melon, and I started like just eating / drinking this melon, and then I ended up I was staying at my boyfriend's house at the time, and he was like, okay, we're going, and I was like, yeah, and I made it to the driveway, and then I yacked in the front garden, and then I got in the taxi, and he was trying to push my head out the window, but I just kept like I kept turning away and yakking in the taxi. So I yacked like in this taxi, and the taxi driver was really pissed off, and like I think they cleaned it for me, and then I got to his house and I yacked all over his front veranda, and then I woke up in bed the next day like in my bathers, and I was like, what the hell? And yeah, I'm never gonna live it down ever.
Did you have to have a clean-up fee for the taxi?
I think so. It was like $30.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah. But it's like round the corner from... We should have walked home, but I probably couldn't have walked anywhere. I feel really bad. That was like the worst I've ever been.
A gentleman to take you home.
I did. He was so good. He ended up being a bit of a dick, but he was good.
It's always scary when you don't have people to look after you. That's the most scary.
It was like when I think I was in year 11, it was the end of year 11, and then, yeah, he was like, I'm going to call your dad and he can come get you. And I was like, don't call my dad. So bad. Anyway.
The most embarrassing probably thing I've done, because those things I mentioned before I'm not really that embarrassed about, it's just one of those things, but one time one of my friends, she came back from a long trip overseas, and so we went out to celebrate, and she decided, she had a few drinks, decided she wanted to have a smoke, and I'm like pretty anti-smoking, but especially like, so I just sort of, you know, like took the cigarette out of her mouth and stamped on the ground, and just being an arsehole generally, which was fine and all, because I do that to everyone really. Yeah. I get a chance to. But on the way home, I sort of, she was like, why'd you do this? And I'm like, well, because I could. And I was like, oh, it'd be a funny idea to act like a kid. And so we was walking home, we were in Lita, we were walking back to my place, and I sort of like did the whole kid thing with like shuffling on, going like this, but it obviously upset my stomach. And I also think that I may have got my drink spiked that night. I don't think that actually anyone tried to spike my drink. I don't think I drank someone else's drink who was spiked. But anyway, I got home and it was like jumping around going, I don't know why I thought that would be funny, but no one did until I vomited in the bathtub. And And I tried to wash the vomit down the sinkhole, but all the chunks blocked up this thing, and I sort of passed out, and the bath, of course, started to overflow into the thing, and I was just lying and it was full of
It has
vomit.
to coming down. Oh, that's disgusting.
And that's actually the second time I've done that. The other time was worse because I'd started cooking some toast because I wanted something in my stomach, and I left the toasting thing and it didn't pop up properly, so it started burning and smoking, and so the fire alarm went off in the house, smoke alarm, and I think my brother and sister woke my brother and sister. They came out like, what is this house is full of smoke. They come in and find me in a pool of vomit in the middle of the bathroom, and I can't believe I'm airing this. I hope my mum's not listening, although I'm sure my mum, brother and sister told them about it. But yeah, I almost burnt down the house and flooded the bathroom.
Oh, that's funny.
In one go. And then I just woke up the next day and I didn't even really remember what happened.
Oh, my friend vomited on a dog once. That was pretty bad.
Oh, it was a moving target.
He was just like, this dog came up to him. He vomited on the dog, and then the dog started eating the vomit. It was the most awful thing I've ever seen. Oh god, it was bad.
So we start walking.
Yep.
The other people have left the dinner. Okay, we're going to get our spot on that. Hopefully these people aren't going to steal our spot.
Yeah, it's better
like,
fucking not.
They can probably hear us speaking from right there because the air's so still.
Right. Yeah.
I think maybe we'll pause the recording while we go up.
Walk.
Otherwise it'll be like...
The Christmas tree on the foreshore.
Ah, so we finally made it to the top.
We did.
What, are you saying it's a Christmas tree?
See that like funny looking...
What's the blue light on the left of that?
I don't know. That's weird. Have you been on that Eye of Perth thing or whatever?
No.
That
Ferris
wheel thing? No.
I don't think I ever...
I don't know if it'll be good or not.
I'm sure. I think aren't you allowed to? You can pay some money and book out a whole cabin for a night and have a party inside it.
Oh really?
But then of course, if people want to go tour, they get stuck.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so annoying.
I always like how you can't see the hills, but you can see the roads going out to it. It seems like a little stairway to heaven.
Yeah. That's cool. It's a good spot. Yeah, when I got lost, we must have gone, we got to those buildings and we didn't know where we were. Then we came back through. But my friend...
I think that glow over there is Fremantle? Must be, sure.
I reckon, yeah. But I can see everything.
I think it's out all the various...
Oh yeah, that's right. I have been up here before, but
Wow.
a while ago. So is this your ultimate romantic spot where you take girls?
Yeah.
Aww.
And don't you feel chuffed, Miranda?
I feel so chuffed. It's a bigger place to propose if nah, I don't know.
I think so. I think I have to if I ever propose to someone in Perth.
If you don't win an Oscar and do that whole thing. That was a pretty awesome idea, but I'm wearing white socks. I got in trouble for wearing white socks, but I couldn't find one of my black socks.
Oh,
even though I had,
they actually even
10
noticed?
pairs. I know!
Oh god,
Kat was like, why are you wearing white socks? I was like...
Oh man, she's always going after socks.
I swear she hates me. She loves me one day and then hates me the next day. I don't get it.
No, I guess that's why you manage.
She told me that Alex would fuck anything that moves. I was like, that's so rude. Weird lady.
He's on the rebound, poor guy.
This was way before,
Oh, right, okay. Oh, because of...
Yeah, I think so.
Are we allowed to mention that on
I think so. Oh, I'm going to tell you something off air that I was going to tell you before, but I forgot. But anyway, remind me, Alex, later. Sorry, Alex, I'm bitching about you. No, I'm not.
What if Alex listens to this? It'd be cool if just one person listened. It was like her.
This isn't live though, is it?
No.
No, you have to upload it.
I probably could do it live. We have to try it. I got this new software, and I think I'm not sure. You may need a Wi-Fi connection to do it live. But you may be able to do it with a phone connection. I mean, in theory, it's perfectly possible. It's just that, well, they have certain restrictions.
Oh, make it sway. I doubt it's going to. And I'd be scared if it actually did. I'd be like, ah!
So, In summation, how was the adventure tonight, Miranda?
It was good.
We've been recording just as long as the last show, so we should probably we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
We've made our destination.
Everyone's probably pretty bored by now. Like tuned out, like they're gonna get there. No,
But those drunk stories are pretty funny.
Yeah, they were pretty
Your
good.
watermelon.
I
I'd like to see a movie about you holding your watermelon.
Oh, it was gold. At the time, I
love
thought it was
watermelons.
cool. But yeah, I must have been a bit of a dickhead to
My
everyone.
dream is to one day be one of those guys at the cricket that holds out a watermelon and wears on his head. But I don't have any. I'm a bit of a sports nut, but I'm literally the only person I know. Amongst my group of friends, all my friends are artists, and they're like, sport, yeah.
I wanted to go to the cricket actually tomorrow, but I didn't. I wanted to go.
Yeah, it's the test is on.
Yeah, my cousin went yesterday. and
It's the
it was
West
awesome.
Indies, so I have the drums going. Boop, 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 boop.
My dad's pretty crickety.
Yeah. Have you ever gone to cricket?
No, I haven't gone to cricket before.
I went to a few of the one-day games, and I was like, that was some of the best atmosphere at a sports game I've ever had, because it's so casual, and everyone's just like enjoying the summer, and sitting around having drinks, watching the cricket. It's such a nice thing.
What sports do you like watching, or what are your favourite sports?
Primarily, I guess, AFL is the best, because I guess I'm biased because I'm Australian. I'm huge. My favourite team, though, is the Socceroos. I'm obsessed.
I love watching
Between
soccer.
1998 and 96, I watched every one of the games. I used to stay up
Holy shit.
in SBS at like 3 a.m. when I was like 12 years old and watch, the games, and used to sneak in. My parents used to sometimes catch me. And I'm like, "Why are you up at 3 a.m. in the morning? You've got school tomorrow at 8 o'clock." Cricket's pretty cool. But I think cricket's like the perfect hangover cure. I love like test cricket. You get hungover, you wake up in the morning, put the cricket on, watch a few overs as you sober up.
Yeah. Cricket's pretty good.
Anyway, we should wrap up. That's how boring is this. Do you like sport?
I like sport.
What is your
I kind
favourite
of-
sport?
I don't really have a favourite though. I watch everything. When I went to America, I watched ice hockey. That was pretty intense.
Oh man, I've always
It was
wanted to do
fucking
ice
awesome.
hockey.
And like they have fights and stuff, and it gets so intense, and you're like, oh yeah, beat that guy up. Even though I don't really like people fighting.
Shooting stuff. That's our first one today. Do you ever go ice skating?
Yeah, I've been ice skating a couple of times. I went ice skating when I was in Chicago this year, which was fun because it was outside. But yeah, I haven't been for a while. Probably since then, actually.
Ever gone in Perth?
Yeah. I've been to like the Coburn and Mirrabooka ice rinks before.
Oh yeah. I did that for my 18th birthday. It was the first time I ever went ice skating. I was like, I'm turning 18, I've never gone ice skating, so I'll go there. And then we had a McDonald's party.
Yay!
And they were like, you're too old for this. So my mum had to
You're
make
like,
us
"No."
an ice cream cake. Because they wouldn't give us one of those special McDonald's ice cream cakes.
Oh my god.
I don't even like McDonald's either. I just wanted the novelty of
Having a McDonald's party.
Yeah.
Cool. Do they do games and stuff? Would they just be like, yeah, you guys will.
Yeah, we just all ordered Happy Meals really because they wouldn't, let us have the proper things. We're too old. But it was cool because we got the little toys and it's such a nice night.
That's so good. It would be nice if it was a little bit warmer, but it's not windy or anything. It's really good.
Oh, are you cold?
No, I'm good.
Well, I guess that's signing off for our second episode of
Sorry,
Late Nights on Gibberish FM with Miranda. We linked to our blog. I still don't remember the address, but I'll link to our blog on the last episode. I'll link to it
I
again.
don't remember it either. I should really know this. You're my only follower, but then people are like, oh yeah, I saw that on your blog, and I'm like, you read my blog? Oh. Not that
Have you
it's
set it
very
up so it
interesting.
automatically adds updates to your Facebook?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Has been lately.
Cool. Yeah, well, thanks for joining us for another show. Hope you'll be my co-host.
It was good,
in the
yeah,
future.
for sure. You know that I'm only ever sitting on Facebook at this time of night doing nothing.
Yeah. Oh, we have to do a Skype in show, that's what I speak. Oh, and the Little Big Planet.
Yeah, we should do Skype in show. We'll see if it works.
I know, you're trying to get out the Little Big Planet.
Yeah, that's because I suck so bad. I'll practice and then we'll do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play an easy
Night,
game.
guys.
Play Scrabble. Okay.
Thanks for
Good
tuning in.
Bye.
You guys come appreciate the summer and go out, Kings Park, hang out, on the beach.
Climb the DNA tower.
South Perth Thor Show, we should do next time.
Yeah, we should.
Just watch the sea life.